And a lot of people have looked at the use case of XRP as that bridge currency, and I think really conceptualized that. But I think the part that a lot of people have had a hard time understanding is if a financial institution would ever understand XRP enough to say swap their asset to XRP and send it to this financial institution so they can swap XRP to their asset on the other side. But guys, I think people miss that the XRP ledger does all that natively through auto bridging. There's no selection process, there's no choice. XRP is just that liquidity to make these transactions happen. It's the oil, it's the grease, it's the thing that makes everything function as intended. Now, the real reason why this is such an important piece of innovation is because it's liquidity consolidation. Here's a great infographic that I think just breaks that down. Guys, what XRP is delivering is concentrated liquidity so that you can bridge all these different assets through a single liquidity source. Rather than having to build up all these different liquidity channels between all these different assets and between every asset and another asset and between a bank and a government, all between one another, where there's an infinite amount of possible connections created and an infinite amount of liquidity channels that have to be liquid, XRP consolidates all that liquidity through a single asset. So as long as you are liquid to XRP, and this is the critical part, as long as you are liquid to XRP, you are liquid to everything else. In this example over here on the left-hand side, if the JPY or the yen is liquid to a United States bank, say a Bank of America coin, that does not automatically make it liquid to a Korean banking coin, or it does not make it liquid to the Brazilian real. All of these different liquidity pairs need to be created independently. But in the XRP ledger's case, as long as you are liquid to XRP, you are thus liquid to everything else that is liquid to XRP. This is liquidity consolidation. And this is why, by default, XRP acts as the bridge on the XRP ledger network. Because rather than having to create independent liquidity pairs between all these different assets, XRP is the bridge liquidity to make this all happen. And I think it's fairly easy to see that the more value that you have flowing through this thing, the more value XRP will have to handle all that liquidity. There's really two ways to create liquidity. One, in the world today, what the United States does is print an infinite amount of dollars, and they keep jamming more $1 bills into the system. Now, XRP is a little different because more XRP can't be created.